Hello, hello. Hello together. It's been a long time since I did my last live stream, and today I thought I would just catch up with you guys, give you some updates on projects that I do or what happened the last few weeks, and just answer some of your questions. So just feel free to post any question that you have in the chat, like whenever you feel like. And I didn't really prepare a lot of topics and stuff for this live stream. Just wanted to have a chill stream, chat a little bit with you, and answer some questions if I'm able to. So also I plan to give you some updates on the EAs that I talked about a lot on this channel in the last few weeks, like the range breakout EA, the scalping project EA, and also the projects, the prop firm projects that I did with these EAs. So that's my plan for today. So there's the first message with a question, with a programming question. Hard to answer for me without seeing your source code, but it would be the best to just check the video again, or maybe you can write the errors that you get in the chat, so I have the chance to help you with this. Hello. What do you say to SVB? Oh, I don't know what this is. Maybe you can explain what it is. And the upcoming trading week. I don't really look at the next trading week or something. I don't really look at news or anything, because even if there are news, I do not really change my trading. So this is why I don't really prepare the next upcoming trading week, because I wouldn't adapt my trading anyways if there are news or something. So I just use the programs that I use, the automated programs, and I don't really change anything when there are specific events coming. There's the question about a RSI divergence strategy, and I think I have such a video already, don't I? I made some kind of divergence video, I think. Oh, it was a on balance volume divergence strategy. So I can post this video. Maybe you can watch it and then just exchange the indicators. I think it should be pretty easy. Silicon Valley Bank is bankrupt. Oh yeah, I don't know. Again, these are the kind of news I don't really look at. So I think if there's a bank that is bankrupt, it's not really good. I think maybe they funded a lot of startups, but I don't really know a lot about it. Valley Bank, if there will be a big impact. There are actually a lot of news about this. So I think we will see in the next week what happens. But we will see. I don't know. I'm not really good at with interpretation of these macroeconomic events. So I will just see what the impact on the market is, and then I think that the expert advisors should handle it in the best way that they can. But usually, if there are events like this where there are strong movements, it doesn't have to be a bad thing for expert advisor trading. For example, like the EAs that I use, like this range breakout thing and the scalping project EA, they can actually benefit from strong market moves. So if there are, if we will see strong market moves in the next week, it might be beneficial for the EAs. But there are several things you could do if you are afraid that that there might be really strong moves. You could trade with less risk in the next week. But overall, personally, I don't really change anything if there are events like this. I cannot send you the source code for the iCustom function because the iCustom function is always different. It depends on the indicator that you want to use in your program. But you should watch some of the programming tutorials on this channel. You will learn how to use the iCustom. I think I made 1 or 2 videos with the iCustom function where I explain everything. Are you a trader or a MQL programmer? I'm both, kinda, but I would see myself more as a programmer than a trader. I think I'm better at programming than I'm at trading. But I'm on the other hand, I'm not really sure if you can be a good trader because nobody can really predict the market. So being a good trader, in my opinion, just means that you are able to stick to a strategy. And when you only trade automated, that's not really a question at all because the program will always stick to the strategy. I have a lot of videos where I show trailing stop losses. So just in general, like if you have coding questions, like the easiest way to learn something about a specific topic would be to just go to the YouTube channel, the René Balke YouTube channel, and then just go to the content list and then search for whatever you want to implement. Like for example, trailing stop loss, and you should find a video for this, a programming tutorial where I explain it. For example, I also have a video for a grid and martingale grid EA, I think. Yeah. Or if you have a question about the entry pro indicator that I used in the video, then you can just watch the video, I think, if I did the tutorial already, and I should explain it there, and you can just take it from the video. So yeah, like in general, it's hard for me to answer individual coding questions here in this stream because I don't really see your source code, and it's not really interesting for anyone else. I think if I have a look at these things, the best source to learn trade panel programming for MQL5. I don't know if I made a video about this already, but you can check out the MetaTrader 5 masterclass always. You will find the link in the video description of the stream. And I teach it in this MT5 course. Yeah, thank you. I'm really glad you liked the videos. So let's talk about some other things, which is really interesting. One thing that I wanted to show you is that most of you guys will know that I did this FTMO challenge with the range breakout EA that I failed, or I failed the verification phase. And wait, let me show it to you. Yeah, I can show this, I think. So you can see here, this is the account or the challenge or the verification phase of this first FTMO challenge that I did. And you can see here, like in the end, there was a really big drawdown. This was so extreme, especially because I increased the risk in the last few weeks. So the account was down like, I don't know, a lot, like nearly 20K at maximum, I think. But the interesting thing is, and this is something I wanted to show you, because a lot of people always look at 1 or 2 trading weeks only, and then if a program or a strategy cannot perform in these 1 or 2 weeks, they start to think, or they say that a strategy is bad or it's not performing and stuff. And this is, in my opinion, not a good approach if you look at trading, because trading strategies tend to have good and bad periods. And there are always periods where a strategy can perform better and periods where a strategy cannot perform that good. And for example, this FTMO account, you can see it here, like, wait, where can we see? So you can see this is the same account. Like if you have a look at this account number here, and this is the account running on my server, it's still running, even though the verification is lost. So I have no chance to pass the verification at this point, but I can still use this account. So FTMO does not shut down the demo account when you lose the challenge. But what is really interesting is that in the last, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, the account recovered nearly all the losses. So at this point, it is at 98,000 again. And if we have a look at the history, we will see that especially the last days were really, really good. We had several days, or I think 2 days or so, with 5 or 6K profit or even more. So this range breakout EA strategy that I used in this account, it had I was kind of in an unlucky period when I was trading this verification phase of the FTMO account. And shortly after I failed the verification account, the account recovered like really, really, really big time, and now it's looking far better. So maybe we can have a in-depth analysis of this if you're interested, or I mean I am interested, so I think I will do it anyways. So wait, I will have a look at the chat later in a second and answer more of your questions, but now I want to have a look at the analysis of this account here, because you can see in the account metrics here, they do not update this once you lose the challenge. So this is only until the 3rd of March. Oh, it's only like 1.5 weeks from today in the past. And from this point on, they will not update the metrics. So I will have to do it on my own. So I will have to use the trade buddy for this. Wait, let me grab the script. So I will use the trade buddy, which is the automated trading journal that I use. And you can also use this if you're interested. Just check out the link in the video description, and you can use this program. It's for free. So feel free to use it. So I will run this trade buddy script to get all the trades from here. And I hope that I have all the trades. Yes, I have them. And it should store these trades in a text file that I can now use to load the trades in my trading journal. So I will do this real quick. Wait, where is it? Paste. Okay, there it is. So there is the trade buddy. This is now empty, but if I import it, import the data, we will see all the trades in this account. So desktop, trade buddy, there we go. And yes, there are the trades. I will also change the language, English. Okay, so there we go. This is the complete analysis of the range breakout EA. So you can see like the first part of this should look really similar to this, because I mean, these are the same trades and everything. So if we have a look at this, you can see that like this first part, wait, let me do it like this maybe. So you can see the first part, it should look really similar. I mean, these are the same trades and stuff. And the 3rd of March should be somewhere around here, I think. No, somewhere here. Wait, where's the information? So you can see, yeah, somewhere around here was the time when the FTMO challenge ended, or the verification phase ended. So it was at a really low of this performance. And then the last weeks, the account recovered like really crazy. And from the very low, it made already around like 20% on the account. So yeah, you can see, like, what I want to say is strategies, like strategies in general, like this range breakout EA, scalping EA, any EA has good periods and bad periods. And it's really hard to figure out what specific period is ahead, because like nobody can see the future. And that's the big problem with trading, or especially with prop firm challenges, because you kind of have this limited time period. And in this time period, you really have to make it, and you have to make the performance in this specific time periods. And this is so hard to predict, because you cannot see the future and you can only try to catch a good period, but it's never really guaranteed. And yeah, that's kind of a problem. So we can also maybe do some filtering to see what symbols worked out good here. Maybe, yeah, I can use the magic number here. So magic number 1. So this is Euro US dollar. So in Euro US dollar, that's more or less break even right now. In USD Japanese yen, there's a profit with this strategy. In GBP USD, there's a big loss, nearly 4K. And now I'm interested about the indices. Yeah, in the German index, there's also a big loss, but I think the US index is in profit. Yeah, so you can see some markets are in profit, some are not, but overall it was like the last week especially was like crazy good. And I mean, I would have needed this before, like 2 weeks ago, but it wasn't there. And that's the thing with prop firm challenges. I mean, it, like, in my opinion, doesn't mean a strategy is good or bad if it performs in 1 week, because it doesn't really say a lot about the strategy. So yeah, I think this, yeah, I want to say this because a lot of you guys were always interested like in this prop firm challenges and stuff, and just want to give you an update on the account. I think I will still, I mean, I will just like let this account active for some more time and maybe give you another update. I mean, maybe I can make the 5% profit in the next few weeks. The challenge is lost anyways, but still it's interesting to see how the account, yeah, how everything develops. And yeah, just the last few weeks, before the last weeks were just really bad. So let me have a look at the chat again. Will you make a video about this topic in the future? Trading panel programming, I don't know if I will show it on YouTube, maybe. But yeah, again, it's in the MetaTrader 5 masterclass anyway. So if you're interested, you can just purchase the course and learn it there. Also, the MetaTrader 5 masterclass is great if you want to learn MetaTrader 5 programming, like from an absolute beginner level to a more advanced level. Show a lot of stuff there that I do not show on YouTube. And I kind of don't want to show everything on YouTube because it's not really fair for the people who purchase the online course. Can you do a video on artificial neuron network? Oh, I don't have any idea what this is. Also, like at artificial intelligence, I didn't really look at this a lot in the past. And also, like this whole artificial intelligence topic, I think it's you should be really careful with this because there are a lot of EAs lately, especially like if you have a look at MQL5, for example, which is this big forum or the big market for EAs in the web. You will find a lot of EAs here that say that they use AI and stuff. For example, here machine learning. And I don't know if this is also using, no, he doesn't say uses AI, but here, automated robot, neural network. A lot of people say that they use neural networks and stuff and artificial intelligence, but you have to be really careful, AI again, because a lot of these EAs, I mean, AI, like when it comes to software development, AI is a term that is mainly used for marketing purposes. And AI, in the end, is not like some super crazy magic stuff. In the end, it just means that the program is analyzing data and is then taking action, like after analyzing some data. But I mean, if you want to say so, like every EA can be an artificial intelligence program, because it kind of works with data and it analyzes the data from the past and then takes action based on this analysis. So I think AI is a term that is like mainly used for marketing purposes. And yeah, I never really find any benefit from using some complex calculations or some machine learning stuff. I mean, I did some testing with it. I wrote a program where I use a machine learning algorithm, but I didn't really find any benefit in doing so. So, yeah. Yeah, then minimalist writing prose, just martingale, lol. Yeah, that's another point. Like a lot of these EAs on MQL5, they use some kind of martingale grid system. For example, this Bonita EA, it's like in the top rated list for a while now, and I tested this already on the channel, and I mean, this is performing good so far. I don't really want to say that this is a stupid bullshit EA, I don't know, but in the end, this is a martingale grid EA, or at least this is what I saw when I tested it the last time. So how these programs work is they kind of build up position size when the price of a symbol is going against the trading direction. And this is a concept that you can use with pretty much any strategy, and it will increase the hit rate, and it will increase the profitability of a program. That's pretty much guaranteed. But the big problem or the big downside with these martingale or grid system or whatever you want to call it is that they are super, super, super high risk. And at some point you kind of surely crash your account. It's just a game of probabilities, if you want to say so. So yeah, just be careful with EAs out there and don't use programs that you don't understand. The settings for the range breakout system on USD Japanese yen. If you're asking for the settings that I used in the last weeks in the live stream, you can just check out the last live streams on the channel. They are still you will still find it. So if you are on the René Balke channel, you can just go here. You can just go to live, click on any of these live streams, and then just check out the video description. You will find the settings that I used in the past for trading. But yeah, I mean, these are not recommended settings or anything. These are just the settings that I used. But please use the strategy tester to find your own settings that you think work for you. And I don't know any prop firm EAs like Oracle 2.0. Never tried it, cannot really say anything about it. But I think, yeah, I don't know what a prop firm EA is, because any EA that has a good profitability could be used for prop firm trading. I mean, this is like the most important thing. You have to make profit, I think. So I don't know what a specific prop firm EA is. It's probably just has some drawdown mechanisms and stuff, which makes sense, of course. But like in the end, if you want to win a prop firm challenge, you just have to have a strategy that is profitable most of the time, and then you have to be lucky with the period that you trade the challenge in. Could I do a video on high frequency trading? Not really. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to trade with a high frequency in the MetaTrader, because you have to understand that what we are doing when we trade in the MetaTrader and when we use a normal broker, we are not really trading under the best possible conditions, because trading with a broker is always expensive and there are a lot of trading costs and stuff. And this has nothing to do with high frequency trading. Like high frequency trading in the MetaTrader is nearly 100% a losing game, because you have so many trading costs and you cannot really make high frequency trades. Like when it comes to high frequency trading, like, I mean, I don't really know if you understand what high frequency trading is, but usually if you talk about high frequency trading, you talk about things like some, I don't know the English word, is it arbitrage? arbitrage, English, I think. Yeah, it's arbitrage. I think it's the English word. I don't know. Like when you have different stock exchanges, for example, and you have different prices on different stock exchanges, and then you are like really quick to clear out these price differences. So you have to be like your hardware has to be close to a stock exchange or to multiple stock exchanges, and then you can do like arbitrage trading or high frequency trading. But when you trade in the MetaTrader, when you trade Forex and stuff, I think high frequency trading makes absolutely zero sense because you have so many trading costs, you will just burn your money, and it's just not the right thing to do for individual traders, I think. So if you want to be a high frequency trader, you really have to, you really need the hardware, you need the software, everything has to be on a really high end level, and this is nothing that a personal individual trader can reach, or it's not that easy, and it doesn't make sense to do or to make some kind of high frequency trading in the MetaTrader. There's a brand new EA called Dragon Gold. Yeah, there are always brand new EAs, and I mean, some of them might be good. Most of them are good for the people selling the EA, but there are so many EAs. Like if you have a look at this MQL5 store, and if you just observe the latest EAs that come up here, it's always changing. Like the images change, the EAs change, and there are barely any EAs that can stay on the top list for 2 or 3 months, because I mean, there are some that are on the top list for some weeks now. For example, the Darwin swing is around for a long time. Bonita is around for a long time. Trade Assistant is around for a long time. But most of the other EAs are just like will be replaced within a few weeks, because like often they follow some martingale grid rules, and these EAs are designed to perform extremely good for a short period of time, and then at some point you will have this worst case scenario where the account is blown, and nobody gets rich but the person selling the program. So a lot of these EAs do not have like actual strategies. They like the biggest strategy for most of these EAs is to make the salesperson rich, and yeah, it's a sad truth, but it is how it is. Do you do coaching for newbies? No, I don't do individual coaching, but if you want to learn programming, just check out the webpage here. It's en.bmtrading.de, and you will find this MT5 masterclass. And if you watch this, or if you participate in this course, you don't really need a individual coaching, because just watch this second video on the page. You will see what you learn, and you learn kind of everything you need to know about MetaTrader 5 programming. So just check out the course, and if you are really interested to like take this serious, you can work through this course and learn MetaTrader 5 programming. But I don't do individual coaching. No, not really. And it doesn't make sense to have individual coaching in programming, or in most cases it doesn't make sense, because you can learn way better with an online course where you can like come back every time and watch videos again and stuff. So it doesn't really make sense to have individual coaching for programming, I think. Is it possible to have 2 or more instances of MetaTrader 5 from the same broker? Yeah, this is possible. Like for example, as you can see here, I have I have multiple. Can I show this? Yes. I have multiple MetaTrader 5 or 4 accounts here. It's the same broker. It's the same VPS. I have another MetaTrader 5 here. Like the only important thing is to if you want to run multiple instances, you just have to install the MetaTrader multiple times in different folders. And then you can run it. Like you can run 10 different MetaTrader 5 instances on a server. I think if you Google for it, you will find existing tutorials for this. Just check out the YouTube tutorial stuffs that you find. If you purchase an EA you like, would it be common for someone to purchase the code from the developer? I think most developers do not really sell the source code. I mean, you can ask, but I don't think they will sell the source code, because if they try to sell the program, like the executable, it doesn't really make sense to sell the source code, because everyone could copy the program. But you can ask, I mean, maybe. Oh, hello. I'm really glad that you like the Trade Buddy. Yeah, nice. Yeah, check out the Trade Buddy. If you guys don't use the Trade Buddy yet, you should check it out. It's the tool that I used before, like this trading journal where you can have a analysis of your account and you can implement all the trades like automatically, and you don't have to implement them like step by step. So check out the Trade Buddy. Like on this webpage, you will find Trade Buddy here, and you can enter your email and you will get it for free as an email. And check out this video and I will explain how to use it. It's a cool tool. I wrote it. It's a Java tool, so you need Java on your PC. But I think it's really helpful to analyze your account and to see what strategy or what symbol performed really good. On which provider do you run your VPS? I use Strato, which is a German VPS provider. So I would not recommend it if you do not speak German. But I mean, you can use any VPS provider, I think. Yeah, if you use multiple MetaTrader instances, you might need a bigger plan. But I mean, you can just test it and stuff. I think even with a really small VPS plan, you can host or you can run like 2 or 3 MetaTrader terminals. I'm testing What do I think about the Bonita EA? Yeah, I think the Bonita EA, it is a martingale grid program. It will blow up at some point, but until this point, it is good. I mean, it's the same always with strategies like this. And I made a video where I have a look at the Bonita EA. You can check it out on the channel. And yeah, at some point, it will blow up. It's like nearly guaranteed because, yeah, it's just simple math. It's just a game of probabilities. So it will perform great until it does no longer. So that's pretty much the case with all of these martingale grid programs. But I wouldn't really pay like 5K for it, I think. Because like, for example, let me show you something. My signals. Now here, check this out. I have a signal here. This is not a public signal. I just use this to monitor my own accounts. I can also show it to you on the server. Like here, this is one of the projects that I have on my server. Not this one. Yeah, this one. So you can see I started this account at some point with 10,000. This is a demo account with 10,000, and right now it is at 28,000. So you might say this is a good performance because it's like 180% and stuff, but this is one of these martingale grid systems. And you can see here, like martingale grid systems are like how they work is that, for example, here you can see there was a sell trade at this point, and this was not going great. So there's another sell trade, and there's another sell trade, and there's another sell trade, and another sell trade. And the TP is here because all of these sell trades add up. So the average price is somewhere here because the position price is also like bigger the more sell trades I have. So the probability to hit the TP is like not unrealistic. But if this goes on for a longer period, and if I see more and more sell trades, at some point it will there will be a margin call, and the broker will start to close the positions. And that's the problem with martingale grid systems. It is great. It can go really, really good for a long time, but at some point it will fail. It's nearly guaranteed. And yeah, you can see it here. This is like the signal that I have. So you can see like the performance is looking great, and there are no big drawdowns, and everything is cool and stuff, but at some point it will blow the account. So this is why I don't really want to sell this program, because people don't really understand this. And yeah, I don't know. People just have to think before they use programs in trading, or before they trade in the first place. Yeah. So, and that's the same for every martingale grid system. It's great as long as it is performing, but at some point it will crash the account, and then it's not so great anymore. And you will find a lot of these programs in the market, and it looks, I mean, if I would sell this martingale grid system that I have, I'm pretty sure I could make a lot of sales. I could make, I don't know, 50K a month just selling this program. But I don't want to, because I know that people don't really understand it. And people are, like, a lot of the people that trade or that think they are traders, they are not. They are just not really thinking, and they just trust some online gurus, and it's not a good idea to just trust someone in the internet who says he can make you rich, or he has a program that will make you rich. Yeah, just be careful. Is it possible that you can write a trading bot on request in MQL5? No, I don't do individual programming stuff anymore. Doesn't really make sense for me anymore. I did this the last few years, but yeah, it doesn't really make sense for me anymore. How many % in a month can be achieved consistently? I don't know. Depends on the risk that you want to take. But it's not a question that I can answer. How much are you earning from MQL5 market? A lot, actually. I was surprised that it was this much. I don't think I want to show the exact numbers here, but it's like the last month was like 10K from the sales on the MQL5 market. But yeah. So the MQL5 market is great. If you have some visibility in the web, and if you are able to write automated trading strategies, I can only recommend to list them here in the market and to make some advertising for it. And if it's a really good strategy, you will make you can make a lot of money. Yeah, no, stop loss doesn't really make sense with martingale. I mean, you could try to stop out your series of trades after like 3 or 4 losing trades, but I mean, in the end, yeah, it's not really the idea of a martingale system. I cannot really recommend any strategy in the MQL5 market. I mean, I don't know a lot of these programs. If you you can check out my programs, Scalping Project EA, Range Breakout EA. I know that these programs are not martingale or grid or something, and there are actual strategies, but on the other hand, you will have you will have losing periods and stuff. So every strategy has some pros and cons, and just, I don't know. Like, I never really recommend specific strategies. What I recommend, on the other hand, is that you really learn programming. And this is, yeah, I mean, I say this every time, but it really provides the biggest benefit for you if you are able to write strategies on your own, and if you are able to test a lot of strategies, because it will help you so much to understand different approaches when it comes to trading, and you will learn so much. It's not only about being able to write strategies, but it's really about like being able to backtest over 10 or 20 years and really see how strategies perform in some periods and how they are not performing in other periods and stuff. So you learn so much if you're able to write your own strategies. What's the best profit factor for your EAs? I don't know, maybe 1.5 or so. It's not like super much, super high. Oh, I don't really know a lot about the tick data on MetaTrader 5. Maybe you can ask your broker about it. The support of the broker usually knows a lot about the MetaTrader platform and data management and stuff. Can we use a grid system to pass prop firm challenges? Yes, I mean you can, but you can also fail. It's never guaranteed to pass a prop firm challenge. Yeah, but I thought about this. I mean, I also thought about using a grid trading EA for prop firm challenges. Like for example, if we have a look at this, no, not this one. If we have a look at martingale system like the one that I have here, as you can see here in the past, there were a lot of months, I think, where I would have passed a prop firm challenge. But I mean, I would have to increase the risk, of course, like multiply it by ×4 or so, or 5 even, because otherwise I wouldn't hit the 10% that is needed to pass a prop firm challenge. But it would be possible, I think. But also you can see sometimes there are bigger drawdowns. Like here, there was a 10% drawdown. And if I would increase the risk by 4 or 5 times, this would be a 40 or 50% drawdown. So in this case, I would fail. But in a period like this, I would pass. So yeah, I mean, you can use martingale and or grid systems for prop firm challenges. But yeah, you do not win every time. It's not that easy. It's a big risk. Did you? Yeah. I don't really understand this question, but I don't think a human trader is better than an EA. But also, I don't think an EA is better. Yeah, I mean, an EA is better as a human trader because the execution is just faster and more perfect, I think. But in the end, EAs are not better, if you want to say so, than a human trader, because what EAs do is they just take a strategy and they automate it. So you shouldn't think like EA versus human trader. It's all about the strategy. And a strategy can be traded by a human trader and by an EA. And an expert advisor is usually a little bit more perfect, like when it comes to the execution, like a little bit faster, a little bit more accurate and stuff. But the most important thing is the strategy. And a strategy can be traded by a human trader or an EA. So algo trading in general is not a trading strategy or so. It's just a way to automate a strategy, so you don't have to do everything on your own. You watched my last video about adding an EA to MetaTrader 5, but I didn't talk about VPS. Yeah, this is correct, because I have another video where I talked about VPS before. So you should check this out. So if you just search for VPS René Balke, you will find this Forex Trading VPS setup where I explain how to set up a VPS. But again, I show this with Strato, which is a German VPS provider, and I do not recommend it if you do not speak German. So if you do not speak German, you should search for another VPS provider. But the overall process of renting a VPS plan and setting it up is always the same with any VPS provider. So you can also watch this video and just take another VPS provider. Do you have a plan? Yeah, I will make more programming tutorials. Actually, for a drawdown monitoring, I have a programming tutorial already. So you can search for it on the channel. But yeah, I will make more programming tutorials in the next weeks and months. I mean, this is great. I mean, I feel like I can really help a lot of people if I do these programming tutorials, because I can reach a lot of people. The videos stay there for a long time and everyone can watch them. And yeah, programming tutorials are cool. Do your trading strategies make you a lot of money? Love these questions. No, actually they don't, because I don't trade big accounts. I talked about this a lot. I'm not a trading guru if you're searching for a trading guru. I'm more a programmer. So if you want to learn MetaTrader 5 programming, you are perfectly in the right place on this channel. But if you want to learn how to become rich in the next 24 hours, it's probably not the best channel for you. No, I'm not willing to collaborate on AEA. The problem is I receive requests like this on pretty much a daily basis. So I receive emails, I get MQL5 messages, and people ask me if I can look over their source code or if I can help them to implement a strategy, and I can't. I mean, there are too many requests. In the end, it's not really interesting for me, so I don't do any of these collaborations. So I'm sorry, but you don't have to ask this. I will just decline everything. No, like someone's asking in German if there's a way to see if it's a position or a order in MetaTrader 4. Because in MetaTrader 5 you have this concept of orders, deals, and positions, and in MetaTrader 4 you don't have this. In MetaTrader 4 programming, everything is in order. So you cannot really, there's no real difference in MetaTrader 4 when it comes to orders and positions. But still, I mean, you can check the order type. Like you can check if the order type is OP buy, or like you can do it like this. When you selected a order, you can just check if it's a OP buy or OP sell, because this means it is a open order, a open position. And if it's not a OP buy or OP sell, then it's an order. So that's a way to check it in MetaTrader 5. But I don't have a tutorial for this on YouTube, because on YouTube I don't do a lot of MetaTrader 4 programming in English. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I can make 10% a month to pass a prop firm challenge, because I did this. You can check out the last videos. I had a project where I passed my Forex funds. Maybe I can show it to you. Where I passed my Forex funds challenge, and yeah, I made it to the funded stage. I got my registration fee back with all the bonuses, and I made videos about this and stuff. So you can find everything on the channel. So this is the account, but then I lost the account because I kind of made a stupid mistake. And I made a video about this too. Just check it out if you're interested. But yeah, you can see this. Actually, this was a live account. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I can pass the prop firm challenge. But again, it's never guaranteed. So sometimes you will pass, sometimes you will fail. It's just, in the end, there's always luck involved when it comes to passing prop firm challenges. And that's just the sad truth. That's how it is. Yeah, I'm sorry, I cannot provide individual coding support. Yeah, I'm glad that I was able to answer one or two questions here. The power of unity. I don't know what this is, but yeah, this is kind of what I tried to explain before. Every single day, someone or people message me and ask me if I can implement something, or if I can help them to implement a program, or if I can help them to correct their program. And there are too many requests, and it's just not interesting for me. It doesn't help me, and I don't feel like I help a lot of people if I help like one individual person. Like, what I really want to do is like make these programming tutorials on YouTube, because like hundreds of people can watch it, and I help a lot of people at the same time. But if I help individual people or individual persons, it doesn't have a lot. I mean, it doesn't really help in any way. I mean, I can help this one individual person, but it will consume a lot of my time, and I feel like I have a bigger impact if I just make programming tutorials on YouTube, and multiple people can watch it. So I'm really sorry, but I cannot help with individual projects. What do I do for a living? I'm a content creator. I don't know what I do. Like my main sources of income are I have a partnership with a broker, IC Markets. I get money from them if I refer clients to them. I sell programs here on MQL5, for example. I sell a online course where I teach programming for MetaTrader 5. Yeah, this is what I do for a living, pretty much. Yeah, I talk about MQL5 classes or classes in general a lot. I have a topic for this in my MetaTrader 5 masterclass. So if you're interested, check it out on the webpage ian.bmtrading.de. You will find a link in the description. And check out the second video on this page. You will find a content list for this course. And I teach a lot of things there that I do not teach on YouTube or that I didn't teach on YouTube yet. For example, how to work with MetaTrader 5 classes, how to create your own classes, how to structure data or complex data. Yeah. Yeah. So, the easiest way to check the amount of positions is to use the positions total function. You can use it to get the total amount of positions that are open at the current time. But this is not EA specific, so this works for the whole account. If you want to have it for your own strategy or for your one individual EA, you will have to count it in the EA, or you count the ticket numbers, or you store the ticket numbers in some kind of array. Yeah, I show all of these things in the MetaTrader 5 masterclass. So if you're interested, check it out. Shown for know that you are selling on MQL5 market. Are number of purchase per month shown for EA correct? Yeah, I think so. So if, for example, if it says there are 145 purchases per month, this actually means that 154 people, that he sold 154 licenses. But I mean, this could mean that a lot of these are the 3-month plans. So it doesn't mean that he made like 150 times 2K. It could mean that 100 of these were like the 350 USD plan. But yeah, this, like the numbers that you can see here sometimes, they are accurate. So the salespersons here, they make a lot. And yeah, these numbers are correct. And it's crazy actually. Like this guy with this EA, he made like, I don't know, 200 or 300K with this EA, I think. And it's really interesting that, I mean, like there are like the first few negative comments are coming in, but there are still, the rating is overall still really good. And I'm still waiting for the first few losing trades. But right now he's really lucky with the performance of the EA. But I wonder, there was another live signal where he traded gold, and this is not available anymore since today or yesterday, I think. So I wonder if he had another big losing trade in this account and he removed the signal, but I don't know what's going on. But yeah. Yeah, a lot of these guys make a lot of money, for sure. How to write a letter on an object. You can use chart objects for this, like object label or object text and stuff. Yeah, just object create MQL5. So if you have questions about this, you can just, in most cases, you can just Google it and you will find a solution for your problem. Like for example, I think you could use a label maybe, and you can see here you can write these. You can use these. Wait, this is not really good, I think. But yeah, you can see here There are a lot of objects that you could use, like I think object text would be an option, object edit. Just read through the documentation, you will find sample source code, and you can create these like edits in the chart or these text information in the chart. You can just read 1 or 2 articles in the documentation. I mean, every EA has default settings, but the settings that I have for the EAs that I sell, I do not recommend anything. So it's not like I recommend these settings. Please make your own tests. Find the settings that you like if you want to use the EAs. I don't really know what the best settings are for the future because I don't see the future. And that's a big problem that I have. I don't see the future. So I have a hard time recommending anything when it comes to trading because I don't know what will make money and what won't. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that a lot of you guys like the content and the answers that I gave here in the last hour. So guys, I think I will end the live stream in some seconds, some minutes. Was live for like an hour. It was cool to be live again after such a long time, answer some questions, have a little chat here. Yeah, I mean, I will make more videos in the future, more programming tutorials and stuff. So we can all learn something together. On the channel, and yeah, too much different. Okay, I mean, there is a difference when you test strategies in the strategy tester with different brokers because the data that you test on comes from the broker. So. And the data is not the same for every broker. So every broker has a different chart, if you want to say so, for Euro US dollar, for example, because the pricing is always a little bit different. But I mean, you should not really have such a big difference if you test a strategy with different brokers. I don't know. Maybe you should test it in the visual mode and check if you can see something. But yeah. I got my default settings for the EAs, doing a lot of tests and optimization runs and stuff. Yeah, so I just use the strategy tester a lot. Okay, guys, so thanks for watching, I think. I will end the stream now. Was good to not see you, but talk to you. And yeah, I think you will have a great rest of the day, great start into the next week, to the next trading week. I hope that you will have a lot of good trades, and I will see you in the next video, I think. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. Bye. Good night.